I'm caps lock different. It's facts, not fiction. Said I black out for real, then the track gone missing. If it's cap, I'm dipping. We ain't talking about a move, then it's flatline finished. When I spaz, I'm grinning. Put a peel off in the Sadies and I pass by spinning. It's perks with this life, but I don't have my skinnage. Took a quick trip and now I'm back home winning. And I see they eyes pop like I snack on spinach. Pull up to the spot, she tryna grab my digits. I'm already 8 shots, a Henny past my limit. Here you go. Hazards with a dash full of tickets. I'ma act like I don't see them. I got bad eye vision. Y'all can't pass my scrimmage. While y'all tripping, it's Aruba. I realized I had to go and flip.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to episode 264, Psychotic and Iconic. Paul's here along with Nick Theories and no Philly Phil for a change, shaking my head. We're going to get right into it tonight. We have a ton to talk about, a lot of storylines going on. We're going to start off with our weekly top 10 power rankings.
Wow, this is the first time without Philly Phil you didn't question if the mic was on.
I got faith now.
Good.
264 episodes.
You better have faith.
Watch the shit not be on.
No, it's definitely on.
You sure?
Yeah, just play the episode. See? There you go. It's on. All right. Anyways, let's get into it. NFL top 10 entering week 14. A lot of new teams for me. A lot of new teams. Only 3 AFC, 7 in the NFC. Loaded NFC. Let's start number 10. I got the Texans. Texans, man. Number 1 defense, playing excellent ball. It's hard to argue, man. I mean, they're playing top 10 ball right now, entering week 14. I got Texans at 10. 9, I got the Packers. Still up and down about that team, but they looked damn impressive over the weekend. 8, I got the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills, they got 17. They could beat anybody if they play like that against the Steelers. 7, I got the Bears. The Bears enter my top 10 for the first time. I was totally off on that team. They're really fucking good. I mean, they're really balanced. Ben Johnson is, he can coach his team out of a hole. So, yeah, Bears at 7. 6, I got the 49ers. 49ers are quietly 9-4. They're just, nobody's talking about them because their division's packed. Seahawks and Rams. But the 49ers, man, they're finding ways to win. 9-4, sitting pretty. I got them at the 6th spot. 5, I got the Eagles. Eagles dropped down for me, but I still believe that, if they're for them to win, there's so many multiple ways for them to win a football game. So for me, I can't ignore it. I can't ignore that, and I can't dock them too much because again, my rankings are going into week 14. Who can win a football game? The highest percentage, in my opinion. And number 4, I got the Broncos. They've been awesome. It's hard to ignore them too. It's weird. It's hard to ignore them. And I mean, they're 9-3. And I can't discredit what they've done this season. So you got to give them props. I got the Broncos at 4. Number 3, I got New England. The Patriots are they're awesome. I mean, they're a 10-game winning streak. They're just absolutely on fire. But they're one of the teams that need to lose before the playoffs. But I got the Patriots at 3. 2, I got the Rams. The Rams to me are, I dock them 1 because I had them, number 1 last week. And for the last 2 weeks, I have a number 1. But losing to Carolina, I know it was fluky, this, that, and the third, but man, their defense giving up 31 points.
I actually don't think it was fluky.
Well, Carolina's pretty sneaky.
That's what I'm saying.
Carolina's sneaky.
I don't look at that as a fluke. I look at it as an upset, but I don't look at it as like a fluky.
I look at it as, man, their defense gave up 31 against Carolina. I just feel like the number 1 team is Seattle. Seattle Seahawks are the best team in the NFL. I mean, they don't just play teams and just get by. They're blowing teams the fuck out. If you got a bum quarterback on your squad, they're blowing you out 26-0. There's no upset alert on them. I mean, they're for real, dude. They come to play every single week. That coach, man, is awesome. I really like him a lot. Mike McDonald, he's got that team playing lights out. Sam Darnold may be their weak point, but honestly, man, their defense is outstanding. They might have the best defense in football along with the Texans. And their offense is unbelievable. I mean, they won 26-0, and Jackson Smith and Jigba had 2 catches. So they have. I mean, yeah, this team's loaded. This team is for real. I think Seattle is the best team in the NFL. I think they're gonna go all the way. I do. I think they're gonna go all the way.
You think Sam Darnold's going to the Super Bowl?
Yeah, I do.
All right, that's interesting. At number 10, we got the Packers. When the Packers play like they did last week, the Packers can be a threat. Jordan Love looked awesome. Jordan Love legitimately looked awesome, but that's the problem with Jordan Love and the Packers. Mm-hmm. Which Jordan Love is going to show up? You never know. Nope. But if you get the good Jordan Love from last week, that team can go places because their defense is good. They have a good head coach. They have a good run game. And like I said, it just comes down to Jordan Love. Jordan Love, the $50 million quarterback, is the question mark, which is why these quarterbacks shouldn't be getting this amount of money. At number 9, I got the Jags. I like this team a lot, dude. I actually think I still stand by. I think they could win that division. Okay. Their defense is awesome. When Trevor, similar to the Packers, really good defense. They have wide receivers. They have a decent run game, good run game. It's just Trevor Lawrence. The past 2 weeks, though, Trevor Lawrence has been all right, and they've been good. It's just you get in those like I love the acquisition of Jacoby Myers. I think he's an awesome wide receiver to complement Brian Thomas Jr. Or I actually should say that the other way, because Jacoby Myers is the best wide receiver on that team.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's been
and
great.
I do think, though, one thing for the Jags that really sucks is you're showing how much you wasted the Travis Hunter pick. The move for that. It was a waste, dude, because he's not playing two ways anymore.
Well, he's hurt.
But if you believed in him, you wouldn't need to go get Jacoby Myers, not with BTJ and him, and at least in my opinion, unless he's going the full-time cornerback. Where
Jacoby Myers is 29 too, though.
I get it, but I just feel like the Jaguars look no different without him. Has anyone even mentioned them or like, wow, that's a big loss? Go take Tet off of the Panthers. It would be a problem. At number 8, I got the Cowboys, scariest team in the NFL. That offense is loaded. They're in a weird spot because they started out so rough. But if they get in as a 7th seed, whoever's the 2 seed, I feel really bad for them because that's a really tough matchup for them. Unless the Eagles slip up really bad like they did 2 years ago and the Cowboys fuck around and win the division. That would be crazy too. Number 7, I got the Niners. Like you said, 9-4, quiet. They're getting healthy. Brock Purdy went to Cleveland and did his thing. Niners will be a tough out in the playoffs. Number 6, I got the Bears. I love what the Bears are doing. I'm not a huge Caleb Williams guy, but when you could complete 50% of your passes, but you threw the dagger throw against the Eagles to Loveland, that was a dot. I don't care that you were 17-34 for 200 yards. I don't care about that. You made the play that mattered. And I think that's important. And like I said, these little wins where Caleb's not playing great, but the team overall is doing enough for them to win. Those are scary, dangerous teams. And I think the Bears are here to stay for probably the next 10 years with Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams. Because I think Caleb Williams, I've seen improvement with Caleb in terms of game management. He's still inaccurate. He still has throws where I'm like, wow, that was amazing. And then in the same breath, I'm like, wow, that was dog shit. So, but I could balance that with your team winning, and he's not turning the ball over and making his team lose. And that is very important. Number 5, I got the Broncos. I don't really know what to say about this team. I think they're catching lightning in a bottle. Whoever plays them in the first round in the AFC, I like that matchup against them. Bo Nix has not been playing well. That offense sputters. You never know what you're getting from that offense. It's like the defense holds them in it until the fourth quarter, and then the offense just gets like a play or a phantom pass interference call like they had last week on Monday night. But credit where it's due, man. They're 10-2. They're going to win that division. I mean, I think that's a feat within itself. 4, I got the Eagles. Similar to what you said, you can't ignore the talent, and the Eagles can beat you in 100 different ways. And if the offense is just formidable, decent, they're going to be a hard out because they've already won a championship. They know what it takes to do that. But the Eagles, to me, the Eagles are what they are until I see a few weeks of like, wow, okay, maybe they figured something out. Until then, can't do much with them, and they will continue to slip. 3, I got the Seahawks. Credit to them for smashing this weekend. They did smash the Vikings, but the Vikings are in hell. The Vikings are in absolute hell. And there were rumors going around about KOC potentially being on the hot seat. That would be the second dumbest thing that organization did besides letting Sam Darnold walk. And everybody in that organization right now is looking in Seattle and just shaking their head at how stupid they are because they made a colossal mistake. Mm-hmm. Sam Darnold was 28 years old.
Yeah.
And I'm not even a believer like that in Sam Darnold, but not for nothing. Last year was his first successful year. I get it, man. The last 2 games, he bottomed out. I've gotten on him for it. But those are growth and teaching moments.
Absolutely.
How many early ons? Peyton. He holds the record. Peyton Manning, one of the top 3 best quarterbacks we've ever seen. He holds the record for most playoff losses as a 1 seed. It took him time to get there, but you could see it. With Sam Darnold, you could see some shit. It's just a matter of he's got to overcome the shakiness, which Seattle's going to find out if he can. Because they look like they wasted their pick on Jalen Milroe because I don't think Sam Darnold's going anywhere. 2, I have the Patriots. The only reason they're not number 1 is because I still hold the schedule against them a little bit. I know you beat who's on your schedule, and they're doing it, and they're 10-2, and they're awesome. But I like what you said on that too. Also, they need to lose.
Yeah,
they got to lose one. You just have to.
Yeah,
it's the way it goes. And it's funny because like I know this is completely different, but when I lost in fantasy this week, I was so happy.
Yeah, it's good
because I won 9 straight games. I'm just sitting there. I'm like, there's no way I'm going to win 14 straight games.
Right.
Just let the loss happen now, and then hopefully my fantasy guys respond. Like obviously, like I said, two different things. One's real, one isn't. But that's how I am too, because it's just like something eventually is going to go wrong.
Mm-hmm. Get it out of the way.
Get it out of the way.
Yep.
And then number 1, I got the Rams. I don't think it was a fluky loss. I think the Eagles' loss with the Rams was more fluky than this loss. I think the Panthers played a great game. The Panthers played really good. And the other part of that is you had a West Coast team coming across to the East Coast at 1:00. It screws them up. It really does.
Well, Panthers had 2 touchdowns on 4th down?
Yeah, 2 touchdowns on 4th down. Bryce was hooping a little bit. Chuba Hubbard had an awesome screen pass he took to the crib. And Matt Stafford, he was due. 28 touchdown passes to no interceptions. I mean, you could, again, it's just the laws of average. Like eventually you're going to do it.
Yeah.
And they lost that game by 3 points, right?
Yeah,
they lost by 3. Yeah, they lost 31-28. So for the Rams, like I look at that loss and it's just kind of like, whatever. I have no worries about the Rams on that. The Rams are an awesome team. And like I said, it's the Panthers are playing all right. The Panthers might win that division.
I don't know. Maybe they could.
They're right there. They're a game behind the Bucs.
Yes, because I think Tampa's kind of slipping a little bit. They need to get healthy. I think Mike Evans is coming back soon.
Yeah, but I don't think the Panthers look, the Panthers are only in it because they're a product of a bad division. But by the same token, I mean they look scrappy, well coached. Yeah. They're scrappy. And like I said, Bryce Young, again, he's just making little plays here and there, but that can go a long way for young quarterbacks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like I said, I don't have them as a top 10 team, obviously, or anything like that. Your dad said no Colts with a question mark. No, I don't think the Colts are a top 10 team.
No,
I think the
got
Colts
them out.
Peaked and it's over. And here's the thing too. No shade at Daniel Jones. The dude's got a broken leg.
Broken fibula.
Yeah. So I mean, like, what do you want me to say about that? I can't. You can't do that. They were slipping before he hurt his leg.
I think they'll be all right though. They have a good squad.
So maybe, but I mean, who knows? But I agree with you though. The Texans defense too is
for real.
I was going to put them in my top 10. I had it like 9. I was between them and the Jags. But for me, man, their offense just looks, I just can't trust their offense. I trust their defense because if their offense could score 24, 27 points a game, good luck. They'll represent the AFC.
Yeah.
Especially this year. Because like everybody's saying now, like the Chiefs, like I'm not counting we're going to talk about that. Never mind. Let's go into our first game. Packers beat the Lions 31-24. What do you think about the Lions? Currently 7-5, third in the NFC North.
They're in trouble, man.
I know.
Because they're not clicking on offense, and that's their bread and butter.
It's so stagnant, bro.
Yeah.
It not that it looks like the Eagles because they can at least get it moving, but the offense just looks so hard.
They don't have Amon-Ra, which is fair. They don't have Laporta, which is fair, but also like I feel like I don't know, they should be able to move the football at least at some point.
But this is where you need Goff to step up.
Yeah, I know, but like missing those 2 players are huge for them. I mean, they are.
And not for nothing, last week, Goff put it on Jameson Williams on that 4th down, and he just dropped it. It didn't right in his breadbasket.
Right, because when they run the ball effectively, and then you have those weapons on the outside, and you have a great tight end like that, I mean, it's hard to defend it all. So, yeah, I mean, like they're missing their horses, but they have to start winning some games because they're really falling out of the playoff bracket here. I mean, 7-5 in the NFC is like a death wish at this point.
I can't. It's so funny, man, with the Lions because everything I kept saying about the Lions, I mean, was kind of true. It just happened in the wrong order. Like I thought the Lions were going to struggle getting out of the gate, and they didn't. They struggled game 1, but the next 4 or 5 games they were great. And then they kind of started tailing off, and you could say like Dan Campbell had to take over offensive play calling. But I will say this about the Lions, and this is the problem that I've had with the Lions for the last 3 years. Again, Dan Campbell doing bonehead shit. You don't need to go for it on every fucking 4th down. You can take 3 points, bro. You can do that. It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
You have a good enough team, a good enough offense, a good enough quarterback, running back, wide receivers. You should be able to say like, okay, we could take 3 here and be all right. That's just not in his DNA, though. But again, look, I get it. It's his brand. But by the same token, man, sometimes like you have to veer a little bit. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to do different things. You can't just keep going for it and saying, we'll figure it out. Like, oh, our defense is garbage. Let's just keep going for it. Like, no, bro, if your defense is garbage, you got to score a little bit. Stop, make them flip the field.
But that's the new era of the NFL. If you watch every single game, teams are going for it on fourth down when they have literally a 3 points as a layup. And then they don't get the fourth down and they just miss an opportunity on 3 points.
Yeah. It's stupid.
And then later in the game, you come back and you're like, man, if they just had that 3 points, they'd be right into the game. They had to be a one-score game.
It's part of the reason that like we've talked about it too. Like not on the, I mean, we've kind of dabbled in it on the pod, but like when we were just like having conversations, texting or whatever, it's like the product of the NFL sucks. It's too like I don't really have the word for it because I'm just thinking of it now, but it's just like it's like chaotic. Like there's no structure to it anymore. It's just all over the fucking place. Going forward on 4th and 5 on your 35, on your 30-yard line, 4th and 6, 4th and 7. Like they're acting like it's a 4th and inches.
Yeah, I don't understand it.
I'm serious. It's to the point where I feel like in 5-8 years, you're not even going to have kickers at this point. It's ridiculous. Not for nothing, but they're already kicking from the 50-yard line with ease. Some of them, like Brandon Aubrey.
Yeah.
And like the Steelers and the Cowboys, literally, once they get to the 50, they're in field goal range.
Basically.
They're the two best kickers in football. Chris Boswell and Brandon Aubrey. As soon as they get to the 50, they already have a semi-automatic 3 points if they need it.
Yeah, like I remember back in the day, like a 50-yard field goal used to be like, holy shit. Like
whoa.
you gotta hold your breath, like, whoa, that's a bomb.
You got the placeholder, the place kicker sitting in the middle of like the Dallas Star.
I know, it's crazy.
And I'm looking at him and I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And they're making them with 10 yards to spare. So that's what I'm saying. Like with the NFL, just as the athletes get bigger, stronger, faster, science evolves, food evolves, and all that. It's crazy what the game is becoming. But these coaches, man, 4th and 6, 4th and 7, going for it like it's nothing. And then you're sitting there and you're down by 3.
Or you're down by 10 later in the game, and that field goal could have got you bound to a 1-score game, and then you're still in it. You know, like now you're not using your timeouts.
Like the Eagles going for it when they were down, they were down 2 touchdowns and then they went for it and they were down 9. Like, kick the field goal, dude.
Yeah, I don't understand
the field goal. And then I see like Greg Olsen trying to defend it. And again, with the nerds, with the analytics and the computers, bro, if you don't get that, the game is over.
Right.
The game that you ended the game on that. Why would you not kick the field goal or kick the extra point and at least get it to where it's a 1-score game? There was 3 minutes left.
Well, that's what happened. So like, that's what I noticed when I watched the Giants and New England game on Monday night. The Giants were down like 21-7 or something like that. And it was 4th down in their own territory. And the announcers were like, oh, this is 4 down territory. This is 4 down territory. They should absolutely go for it. And they're like on their own 35 and they're down 2 scores and it's the second quarter. And it's like, what do you mean? It's the must go for it territory, dude. Just fucking punt the ball, be down 14 and play some defense.
It's insane.
If you go for it there and you don't get it, you literally give the Patriots an opportunity to go up 3 scores and just and like they can get no yards on that drive and still be up 3 scores. Why do that to yourself? Now you're really dead.
I know.
You know, like punt the ball, take your chances, flip the field, play field position, and then see if you can get back in the game and scratch and claw your way. But for you to just give them the game right there is exactly the reason why the new school just doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't make any sense.
You're losing the game in the first half. Just fucking play the game. You know what I mean? Just keep scratching and clawing your way. I mean, the Giants were down 21-7 or something like that.
That's nothing.
It was nothing, but they made it seem like they panicked.
Yeah.
It's like as soon as teams get up 2 scores, at every opportunity, like the offense is going for it on 4th down, no matter where.
The product,
it's fucking stupid.
That's what I'm talking about. Like the product just sucks. Brady has said it. Everybody, like I said, like it just became like it's chaos. It's unstructured. But
there are gray areas though. Like there are gray areas in the field where I'm like, yeah, that's perfect opportunity to go for it. If you're on the teams like 45, if you're at the 50, depending on your defense, depending on your structure of your team, like I'm cool with going for it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like I'm cool with that. But like to go for it in your like deep into your territory, even when you're down 2 scores early in the game, just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Like it's just that shit drives me nuts. And it's like I feel like I'm watching 2 different sports from the time I like from a kid to now.
I know it really
is weird, dude.
It really is like that.
It's like 2 different sports now. Like it's a total different game. The strategy behind it has changed.
Yeah.
And I just feel like it's shooting a lot of teams in the foot, and they don't even realize it.
They don't realize it. They don't. It's ridiculous. But to I know we went off a little bit, but I was, like I said, in the power rankings, I was impressed by Jordan Love. I mean, he was throwing dots again, dude. Again, for me with the Packers, if they're down even a touchdown, 10 points, they just don't have the pass catchers to where you fear. Like, you don't fear any of their pass catchers. I just don't trust them.
Yeah, me either.
And that's what it comes down to. I think they're a good team. I just don't trust them. I will not trust them in a big game.
Well, I just don't trust him, period. I don't trust Jordan Love. Like, I don't think he's consistent enough for me to be like, oh, yeah, like I could put all my chips in there and know they're going to win the game. I just don't believe that.
Yeah. Cowboys beat the Chiefs 31-28. What do you think about the Cowboys? Hottest in the league? Or they're got
playing
the Patriots?
Awesome. They're playing. I mean, the Patriots are the hottest team in the league, no doubt. But the Cowboys are probably second. I mean, they're up there, dude. I mean, to beat the Eagles
after 2
and then to beat the Chiefs, but they beat the 2 Super Bowl participants last year in like 5 days. Like that's pretty impressive
this year.
Yeah, but you got to give credit where credit is due, though, because the Cowboys they weren't all that either. Entering those games, and they put up or shut up. And
Quentin Williams was a huge pickup.
Yeah.
Because their defense was just so atrocious that anyone that could just be a solid contributor changed them. I also think they're playing for a lot with their teammate that passed away. I apologize. I don't remember his name. Nealand? Was it?
Yep.
Was it Nealand?
Yep.
Okay. I didn't remember his name, but I think that could rally them to I do wonder, though, can any quarterback win with Dallas? With their offense?
I don't think that's fair to say.
I think it's a fair question. Anybody can win with the Eagles offense.
Well, no, because the Cowboys have been pretty successful with Dak. They just it hasn't contributed to Super Bowl wins or playoff wins or deep playoff runs, but they've been pretty competitive with Dak. I feel like
could any quarterback that's an elite thrower of the ball, can you just put them on Dallas's offense and it'll be the same offense?
I mean, you can ask the same question about the Bengals.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like Joe Flacco you plugged him in and he was fucking awesome.
That's why I said it's a fair question.
I mean, yeah, logically, yeah. Why wouldn't you? You have Pickens and CD.
Yeah.
And then you got Ferguson just chilling there, and he's awesome.
Ferguson is probably the most underrated tight end in football.
That's what I'm saying. So it's
he's really good.
You got weapons galore all over the place. Yeah. So I don't see why that would be.
And Javonte Williams was the perfect pickup for them.
But I'm not saying that as a knock on Dak, though. That's not a knock on Dak. I think Dak's been putting up stats even before Pickens got there.
Oh, he was.
Yeah. So to me, I don't think it matters.
Yeah, no, I was just curious about it too, because I was going through all the other teams where I could use that argument.
Of course,
put any quarterback on there, because honestly,
look at the Rams.
It was the Bengals. Well, the Rams was next, and the Bengals. The Bengals with Flacco actually was the point where it's just like, damn, all right, it's not just the Eagles.
The Eagles. I mean, I don't know. People love DJ Moore. You could say the Bears offense.
I think the Bears offense is legit, and when you got a power run game like that, running for 280 yards. Yeah.
They was on one, bro.
You could say that, like I said, you could say that about the Lions. I mean, there's a lot of prolific offenses.
Yeah.
What do you think about the boys, though? Do they make the playoffs? They got a tough road, man.
Heart of hearts, I think they just miss it. They
just dug too deep.
They're too deep in the hole. I mean, look, they can go on a run. They have the offense to do it, but again, is their defense consistent enough to continue to play like this week in and week out? And that's a big question mark. And who knows? And if Dallas doesn't play the offense that they're playing right now, that's the problem. They could be in trouble.
And the thing is that's a great point, because if they're going to have a game where their offense doesn't do what it does.
Right.
Now, look, that may be in 3 weeks. It may be in 2 weeks. However, Dallas pretty much has to play perfect from now until February, if they can get there.
Exactly.
But I just feel like, for me with Dallas, I think that they'll make the playoffs.
Wow.
No. Hold on. The Dallas will make the playoffs if the Eagles fall. I don't see them getting in without it being through the division. which, to be honest, right now, I don't think that's a wild thing to say. We'll find out more on Monday night because the Eagles basically have one more game they can fuck around and lose. And so because
2, I would say.
Well, no, because that one more. What are they? 8-4.
The Eagles are 8-4.
Oh yeah, because they would be 11-6. So if they lost 2 more,
yeah, but I think the
this.
Bills and the Chargers could be possible losses.
Yeah, if they lose,
cool with that. Then.
Well, if they can't lose to the Chargers, bro.
Why?
If they
it's an AFC game, I don't think it matters as much.
No,
I don't think it holds enough weight.
I don't think it does for that. I think psychologically.
Oh,
like if the Eagles lose on Monday, they're in Nick Sirianni's. This is his last year.
I disagree with that. I mean, because the Eagles bounce back, they play the Raiders. I think they take care of the Raiders. Then they play the Commanders. I think they take care of the Commanders, and then they got the Bills. That's a pretty good matchup. Then they finish off with the Commanders. Like I think they
good teams though.
Yeah, but you got to get in the playoffs. Who gives a fuck? At this point in the game, just get into the playoffs, get mathematically into the playoffs, get a seed, just get in there, stamp your ticket, and then when the playoffs hit, anything can happen.
That's a fair assumption.
That's what you want to do. That's the goal. The goal is to get in now.
Just get in.
Fuck the 1 seed. We ain't getting the 1 seed.
Yeah.
We just got to win the division.
The Bears really might get the 1. If the Bears beat the Packers this weekend,
like the Eagles are going to win division. I mean, they're 1.5 games up, I think.
1.5.
So, I mean,
no, 2.
They're floating.
The 2 games up because it's a tie. Like the Dallas can only get to 10 wins. Dallas can't get to 11 wins.
But the tie.
The magic number is 3. The Eagles need to win 3 more games, and they mathematically cannot lose the division.
So they're down
3 more wins,
basically.
Yes.
So the Cowboys are down 2 games. So that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah,
the Eagles lose 2 games. Dallas has to sweep out.
They're still fine. The Eagles can lose 2 more games, so they can lose to you're saying Chargers, Buffalo, win the next one. Win the Raiders, the Chargers, win the Raiders, the Commanders, and I don't even know who that last team is. Who's that last team? Is it a bum?
The Raiders to Commander. Yeah, to the Commanders again.
We played. Oh yeah, Commanders, Buffalo Commanders, right?
Yep.
Okay. So.
Well, let's look at the record in the division. I think Dallas only lost to the Eagles. They split, right?
They split with Dallas. They swept the Giants. They didn't sweep the Giants. I think they only played the Giants once, and they played the Commanders. I think they played one of those teams.
They beat the Giants, and they beat the Commanders.
They're 3-1 in the division.
So they're 3-1 division. The Eagles we have 1 loss in division, which is Dallas.
Yeah.
So yeah, the division games are going to be important for us. We gotta beat Washington no matter what.
I know, and they always.
There's just no matter what. We have to even if the Eagles lose this week, there's no panic button because, like I said, they play the Raiders. The Eagles will control their destiny no matter what. Like even if they lose this week, they control their destiny.
Yes, which is great.
Even if they lose this week.
Yeah.
Obviously we want the Cowboys. If the Cowboys lose, no matter what the Eagles do this week, it doesn't even matter. The Eagles will get in the playoffs. Like it just
mathematically.
Yeah, because I see 3 wins, 2 max on our roster the rest of the way. Yeah. I'm assuming like Commanders give us trouble. Who knows? You know what I mean?
Well, I think the Commanders will give us trouble. We should be able to handle the Bills, but it all depends on which defense shows up for the Bills. And Josh Allen's never beaten the Eagles. Fun fact.
Interesting.
Yeah, never beat.
That's the only squad, right?
Heard that today. It's the only team he's never beaten was the Eagles. Love that. You think? Does he change it?
He's one of them guys, bro. That's all I know.
What do you think about the Chiefs? You think they're done? I can't say that. They have a tough matchup this weekend now. But I can't say the Chiefs are done until the Chiefs are done.
Until they're done, I'll say they're done. But
Colts,
I just
the Colts
feel like
ruined it.
Nah, I don't know, man. The Chiefs, I think everybody's scared to say they're done because they don't want to look foolish.
I don't give a fuck.
But let's just be fucking real, bro. They're not the same team. They're not the same team they were last year.
The
They're not the same team they were in any year of the dynasty.
That beatdown in the Super Bowl carried over.
Yeah, they're done. The Chiefs are done. And I know they play the Titans. I know they play the Raiders, but they still play the Broncos. The Broncos will love anything.
I think they play the Chargers again.
They play the Chargers, they play the Texans, and they play the Broncos. They have to win all of those games.
That's a gauntlet, bro.
And 2 of them are division games.
What's their record?
3 of them are division games.
What's their
record? The Raiders,
6-6?
Yeah, they're 6-6.
Bro, they set that over and under at 9.5.
Yeah.
Remember we were talking about that like 4 weeks ago?
Yeah. So if like,
and we were looking at their schedule. I'm like, yo, 9 wins might be it. 9 and 8.
If they lose this weekend, they're dead.
Yeah, they can't get in.
Yeah,
they can't. The Jags have the tiebreaker.
Texans will have the tiebreaker.
The Texans have it. The Ravens have it. The Bills have it. I mean, because the Bills aren't going to win their division. So That's what I'm saying.
Maybe. We don't know that. The Bills, they're still in it.
Bills ain't winning that division.
They play the Patriots 1 game.
Yeah, I know. They're not.
Patriots are only up, 2 games?
So, yeah, the Bills aren't winning the division. They'll be a wild card team.
That's not right, though. I mean, because the Patriots play the Bills coming up.
It's a dub. No, that'll be a loss.
That would be next week. They play next week.
Do they?
Yep.
That's a great game.
That's a great game because the
Patriots, Sunday night.
Patriots are on a bye though, coming off a bye. That actually suits the Patriots, which is good.
With Vrabel.
And Patriots are home that game, but the Patriots.
What time is that game? Please don't tell me it's
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock. See what I'm saying?
It could be flex.
It could because they start flexing. You're right.
So the Patriots finish out with the Bills, the Ravens, the Jets, and the Dolphins. The Dolphins, don't overlook those Dolphins though, man.
I know the Dolphins
are hanging in there, yo. They're hanging in the fucking.
They're rallying for McDonald.
Yeah, they're 5-7. They're pushing.
Speaking of the Bengals, they cooked the Ravens 32-14. Joe Burrow is back. Bro looked like he's been playing all season.
All season, it was unbelievable.
Bro, I texted you the next day after that, and I just said like, man, when I was watching him, like obviously like being my favorite player aside, it's just when you watch Joe Burrow play football, dude, it's a sight to see.
Yep. Because
he is what we grew up watching. Just stand in the pocket and pick you to pieces, bro. Some of those throws that he was making, like you just sit there and you're in awe. You can't even hate on them.
It's exactly what my beef is with the Eagles.
With the Eagles,
offense.
yeah.
I know. That's because we have the team to do that.
I know. It sucks.
We have this team, bro.
I know.
We got a fucking bomb squad.
We do. It's unacceptable. No, I'm with you, dude. I'm not here to defend it. It's unacceptable.
We got a fucking bomb squad. But Joey B, you're right, dude. It looked like to me that Lamar didn't play all year. And Joe and you know what I mean? And Joe did. Like it was just the weirdest thing. Like it was just,
dude, Lamar, man. I don't know what is going on with Lamar.
I don't know.
He looks terrible.
He looks really bad.
He's not rushing the way he can rush. He doesn't look like he's scaring the defense the way he is. Now look, the throw that he put on Zay Flowers, maybe that could have changed a little bit. That was a bullshit
that
OPI.
Was bullshit. And I would have won.
That was nonsense. I know. That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
I didn't even think about that till now. How far was that?
50 yards.
Oh, yeah, that would have won.
50, 60. That was a bomb. 60. It might have been 60, to be honest. It might have been on his own 40, but he put it right on the money. Like, that throw was encouraging, but it's just like, I mean, actually, that's not encouraging for a player of Lamar's stature. But look, like you said, Lamar looked like he hasn't played all year. Man, he looks awful.
Yeah.
Awful, dude. And I don't know what it is. Like I said it before. Like, I know people are saying he's hurt and shit like that, but it's like, all right, bro, if you're hurt, sit down because you're hurting them right now.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's no shade. Like, you know what Lamar is, dude. He's a prolific player. I'm not saying anything like that. And I'm a Lamar guy. But if you're hurt and you can't scramble, you're not picking anybody apart from the pocket, bro. Go sit down and get yourself healthy so that you can be ready to go.
I mean, but like he's just playing so bad. It's like the completion percentages are just so they're below average. I mean, a couple weeks ago against the Vikings, 58.6% completion percentage. Against the Browns, 56%. Against the Jets, 56.5%. Against the Bengals, 53.1%. These are teams that aren't even going to be in the playoffs. The Vikings ain't going to be there. The Browns ain't going to be there. The Jets ain't going to be there. And the Bengals ain't going to be there. And the Bengals have the worst defense in the league.
Hold on,
and you're talking for 53.1%.
The way the Ravens are playing and the way the Steelers are playing, if the Bengals win out,
the Bengals ain't going the fuck nowhere, bro. There's no way. Unless that defense turns around and they're the best, they're a top 5 unit the rest of the way. It's the only way they're getting in.
Did they play inspired last week?
Yeah, but of course. I mean, their quarterback came back. Like, yeah, of course. They're 5-8, bro.
No, I know. I get it. But the Ravens,
isn't that what they are? They're 5-8.
They're 5-8.
Or are they 4-8? Because they have a bye week, right? So yeah, they're 4-8.
I mean, the Ravens got Steelers, Bengals, Patriots, Packers, Steelers.
Yeah, but Cincinnati, like, bro, they're 4-8, dude. Like, they're so behind. They're in a hole. Yeah. I would argue Miami has a better chance to get in than Cincinnati.
It'll depend on this week if the Bengals beat the Bills.
Of course.
However, I will say this. If the Bengals beat the Bills, that loss for Buffalo is more catastrophic than it will be for the Ravens. I mean, for the Bengals. Because the Bengals essentially are playing just free.
But that's a scary unit, though. When you play against teams that had nothing to lose, that is scary.
Especially that team, because that team is only in the position that they're in because
of the injuries.
Burrow was injured. Like, they'd probably be 6-7. Nah, they probably.
God, don't do that.
I have to, dude. I have a 7-year-old.
Oh yeah.
Or 6. I'm saying they're 4-8. So that's even crazy. If they're 5-5, 6-5, 5-6, something like that, you know what I'm saying? So that's the difference with Burrow. You got a few more wins, and you're actually in it.
I mean, look, the talent. They had the talent to do it, but their best record would be 9-8.
That's what they were last year.
They played the Chiefs this year?
Maybe in the AFC chip. Let's stay. No. I'm sorry. Eagles lose to the Bears 24-15 in Philly. What do you think about Caleb in Chicago? And Monangai and Swift and
well, we talked about it earlier. I mean, I was impressed with them. Like, they completely, like, their defense to hold Saquon Barkley to 56 yards.
That's pathetic, bro.
When their defense was literally 28th entering that game in the NFL, giving up so many yards on the ground per game, and then we only gave up 56 yards. What the fuck is that? Saquon,
I took his overs in that game too.
No cat, yo. I ain't gonna lie, man. We might need to play Tank Bigsby a little bit more.
He's averaging 9 yards a carry.
And I'm being honest, like, he might have a little bit more juice, and that's okay. Like, maybe rotate them a little bit more. Like, I don't see the burst with Saquon.
It looks like when they show the things, it looks like he's not hitting a hole as fast as he was last year and getting to the second level.
Like, indecisive. Like, I don't know. It's so weird.
Like a sputter.
Yeah, but Tank Bigsby, man, that motherfucker's got like a rocket in his ass when he runs.
I know.
That's what you need.
I know, because
the Eagles are a run to pass. That's our offense. That's what it is. I don't agree with it. Yeah. I wish we weren't like that.
Well,
we're not built like that, but okay, I'm with it.
I will say this: I was impressed, like I said before, with Caleb and Chicago. I think they're just finding ways to win. And when you're a young team and you don't know any better, that could take you places. And I think Ben Johnson's legit. Did you see him afterwards in the locker room?
Well, they got turnovers.
Going crazy, taking his shirt off and shit like that. Bro, that stuff resonates, man. That's big shit. That's good stuff. But I will say this. For me, the Eagles, I know they're a run first
you like that? You like that he took his shirt off and shit?
Bro, did you see? Now, look, Caleb was in the back, look like Judy filming C's down the shore. But, I mean, but by the same token, I just feel like that team looked like a team. They looked like a team that believed. Screaming, getting hyped, bro. I like that shit, dude. I think that is honestly the one thing that drives me crazy about Jalen Hurts. Like, to me, there is a point where you can be too cool, calm, and collected. Like, sometimes I know Jalen's a great leader when everything's going well. But sometimes when things are rough patches, we need to see some fire and some energy. Now, last night in Hard Knocks, when I was saying, I was like, all right, see it, like taking some accountability, the leadership aspect. I saw the things that I loved about Jalen, like when he was talking to Smitty. Okay, cleared it up. It was a miscommunication. Big fucking deal. It happens. It just gets blown up because of the state of the Eagles right now. Like, it just gets a little bit over exaggerated. But for the Eagles, I've said this a few times. I just feel like, for me, the only way the run game gets going with Saquon is if they go pass heavy, but they have to get creative. Mix in play actions, get under center, get in the gun, do fucking AJ into the slot, run RPOs. Just give the defense different looks. Because here's the thing. If the rumor is true about Jalen Hurts not wanting to run the ball and do all that, Jalen Hurts is RG3. RG3 didn't want to get hit anymore and wanted to be a pocket passer. And he was terrible, dog shit, garbage from that moment on. He was electric his rookie year. Why? Because you're running, bro. That's part of your game. That is part of your game. You like, and that's my beef too with like the Eagles. Like, look, I get it. The offensive play calling, I think, has been garbage. I think Jalen Hurts has been playing decent, but not good enough. But by the same token, the offensive coordinator's job is to design an offense that suits the quarterback. That is your job. You got to make it work somehow. You have to figure it out. Like, I know they're putting out all the stats and shit about, hitch routes and all this shit. All right, man, whatever. Just mix it up.
So you're putting this on the offensive coordinator?
I think the majority of,
out of 100%,
I would say like 75%, No, or 60. I would say 60% is the offensive coordinator, 10% is Jalen, 10% is the offensive line. The offensive line has been playing like shit. But that's not an excuse for him. That's only an excuse for Justin Herbert. The running game has been bad. Wide receivers, they're giving up on, well, mainly AJ, but they're giving up on routes. Like, bro, they put out this stat. I saw it on Twitter. Like, you had Grant Calcaterra and Dallas Goedert were ranked like 132 and 117 out of 134 grades for pass blocking for tight ends. The other guy, Tutu, I can't think of his first name, Lowell Tutu or something like that, is number 1 in tight end blocking. Where is he at? Where's he at? They're just doing dumb shit. And yes, that's what I'm saying. When you have Grant Calcaterra blocking and he's a horrific pass blocker, that is an offensive coordinator issue. That is a schematic issue. That's not a Jalen Hurts issue. It's similar to the Niners when we were a few years ago in the NFC Championship game and before that, where it's like, bro, Kittle's getting eaten alive, but he's not an offensive lineman. It is partially Jalen. It is because he's missing throws. He's not being as aggressive. But again, too, a lot of it's schematic.
See, I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that. I mean, obviously, I agree with a little bit of it's Jalen, but I haven't even mentioned them as the reason why I think the Eagles are struggling. I think the biggest reason right now the Eagles are in trouble is because of Nick Sirianni. Ironically enough, and I think he's a good coach. I think he's a player's coach, but when it comes to X's and O's, when I look around the league and I look at Ben Johnson, when the Bears were struggling early on to start the season, they were what, 0-3?
0-2.
0-2. They started off 0-2. They looked like shit on offense, but that head coach figured something out. He turned something around where he said, you know what, I'm going to do this instead of this. I'm going to put my players in the best position to succeed, and that's what I'm going to do. I don't see that Nick Sirianni. There's no adjustments. There's no in-game adjustments. There's no week-to-week adjustments. It's we're going to line up. This is what we are, and that's it. We're going to call the same fucking plays we've been calling all year, and we're going to line up, and we're going to play. Because we have Jalen Hurts, we got A.J. Brown, we got Devontae Smith, we got Saquon Barkley. We got all these weapons, and I feel like no matter what play we call, if we execute, we're going to score. Now, that might be a little bit of an arrogance, and I certainly do agree with that. But I'm looking at our head coach in all this. We are looking like 2023 all over again, and that cannot happen. And I think the reason why 2023 happened is because we made no adjustments. We don't have that head coach that is special in anything other than he's supposed to be an offensive guy. But I don't look at him as a guru as an offense. Like, I don't look at him like a Ben Johnson. I don't look at him like those guys. I just don't see him.
I don't think that's a controversial take, because I alluded to this before a few weeks ago. The chink in his armor is that he can't call plays. Like, that's why it's similar to Dan Campbell. They are coordinator dependent because they are not offensive gurus. Like Sean McVay, you never hear about the offensive coordinator. Why? It's him. Ben Johnson, you're not going to hear. It doesn't matter who his offensive coordinator is. Why? It's him. Kevin O'Connell. Like, when you go down the list, those are guys. Like Dan Quinn, he's a defensive coordinator. He's a defensive head coach.
Well, look at New England,
but you have Cliff Kingsbury.
Look at New England and Mike Vrabel.
You got Mike Vrabel. However,
their defensive.
The only reason I give Vrabel a pass is because Vrabel had Arthur Smith when he was in Tennessee, and he was still the 1 seed. And now, look, they were Derrick Henry centric. But so I don't know if Vrabel is coordinator dependent.
No. I'm not saying coordinator dependent. When I mentioned Mike Vrabel, I'm looking at him as he is special on at least one side of the ball.
Yes,
and that's defense.
Yes.
And he knew if I get Josh McDaniels in here and he takes care of the offense and I take care of the defense, I'm good. And if you looked at New England the last couple of years, their defense was pretty good. Their offense is stunk. Yeah. And now their offense is good and their defense has gotten better. They got a better coach. They're way better.
And the other part of it is too with Sirianni. It's like, what does he actually do? Like, I'm a Nick Sirianni guy. I like him, but I'm saying at the end of the day, what does he actually do? You got Big Dominaire as the vibes guy. You got an offensive coordinator that calls the plays. Obviously, your team's in offensive hell. The head coach who you hired, who was under Frank Reich, you should know what the fuck you're doing.
Right.
But again, and it's also a knock on him too. He's made 2 offensive coordinator hires out of the last 5 years. Garbage. The offenses have been terrible. So again, bro, I don't know. I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's a combination of things, but I also feel like I'm looking at my head coach sideways a little bit.
100. That's what I said. If they don't make the playoffs, he's done. I guarantee.
I disagree with that. I don't think
he's
so.
out.
Nah, he won the Super Bowl last year. That's not going to happen.
Bro. They're calling for.
But that's not fair though. Like if you call for him to have his job, why wouldn't you call for your quarterback's job?
I think they are.
Nah, I don't think so.
I do. I don't think the Eagles are, but everybody else is.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the Eagles as an organization. You think the Eagles are going to move on from Sirianni? Like if they miss the playoffs? If the
Eagles miss the playoffs, I guarantee you, Nick Sirianni is gone.
I don't think so, man. I really
you cannot have two collapse because the Super Bowl looks like it was just a magical carpet ride.
No, but you have to hold on to that though, because that's important. That's a very important thing. Not many coaches achieve that award.
Well, neither do many quarterbacks, but
that's what I'm saying.
We're not holding on to it for that.
But even if the Eagles miss the playoffs, I'm not saying get rid of Jalen Hurts, get rid of Nick Sirianni. I'm not saying that at all.
So you don't think if the Eagles miss the playoffs again, you don't think that the building will kind of be looking at Hurts a little bit? Why
would they? He brought him a ring.
I feel that way, but I'm just saying I don't know. It all depends. I mean, I think Tanner McKee's going to end up in New Orleans.
No bullshit, though. I think you're starting to see it, though. I think you're starting to look at it like, damn, like that is our quarterback. We just got to accept acceptance, right? Remember that acceptance
But I've
thing?
been on that.
I know, but I think it's starting to wear off on you a little bit because now when you're losing and it looks like shit, instead of looking like shit and winning, it's a whole different ball game, bro.
I will say this. No, the thing that I think that I've gotten to is that, like, I fought the battle for Hurts for, the last few years, whatever. Like probably say since 2022 when he made the Super Bowl. My thing is I'm almost getting to a point where I want Tanner McKee to come in just to see, am I right or am I wrong?
But how much of Tanner McKee do you need to see to make your decision? Because one game is not fair for the guy.
I know that. I would say 8 games. You'll kind of see what it is. I mean, look, if Tanner McKee came in, just say Tanner McKee starts against the Chargers and he finishes out the season. The offense is scoring 33 points, 34 points a week. He's fucking 18 of 30 for 3 touchdowns and 350 yards. I don't know what to tell you because I think a lot of quarterbacks can do that in the offense that are traditional quarterbacks.
Well, let me ask you a question. Do you think Jalen Hurts or Tanner McKee would be more eye appealing on the open market?
Oh, Jalen Hurts.
But I'm talking about if Jalen Hurts would have missed the playoffs this year and then going into next year, you have a decision. Or you saw Tanner McKee play the rest of the season.
Yeah.
And you're putting up 33, like you're saying. Yep. A.J. Brown's involved. Devontae Smith's involved.
Yep.
Dallas Goddard's involved. Saquon looks rejuvenated. The whole fucking team looks
it would be Tanner McKee.
Shit, right? But my thing is that going into the offseason, if you were to dangle Jalen Hurts as trade bait, which I think is ridiculous. I'm not one of them.
I got you. Yeah.
I think that this is the total overreaction here. But what I'm saying, this is a hypothetical. If you were to dangle Hurts in trade bait in the offseason, I wonder what the interest would be.
Well, you'll get more. You would get more for Hurts.
Yeah, you would get more just because of the cash. I
feel like Tanner McKee would be the one because he's aesthetically pleasing.
But he's cheaper. And he's cheaper, and he's a pocket passer, and I think you could teach him more than Jalen Hurts.
But I don't know though, because my thing is I think that like right now, if you could choose your quarterback, would you take Jared Goff or would you take Jalen Hurts? I would take Jalen Hurts. I believe you would take Jared Goff.
Yeah, because I'm a pocket passer guy.
Correct. But Tanner McKee could be Jared Goff. But my thing is that for me, Jared Goff has had just as much talent as somebody like Jalen.
Yeah.
And he has nothing to show for it.
No, I mean he went to the Super Bowl. He's been
with the Rams. I'm talking about Lions Goff. I'm not worried about Rams.
Oh, I mean, yeah, but like again, he ran into the Eagles. Eagles have been a good team.
If Tanner's ceiling is Jared Goff, that's not good enough.
What do you mean?
Like if somebody was going to say that Tanner McKee was going to step in for the Eagles and he was going to be Jared Goff, to me, that's not good enough.
I think a lot of teams in the NFL would take a Jared Goff comp.
Not any elite ones.
But you're going by the winning in his career. If you look at the player itself, take the winning out of it, the player itself.
Yeah.
If you got a Jared Goff out of Tanner McKee, there would be 20 teams lining up to go get him. 100%. Because that's very hard to find.
It's just aesthetically pleasing. Because he looks the part. But again,
no, Jared Goff's he's a good quarterback.
Yeah.
take the winning out of everything. Look at the player itself. I'm just saying with a player.
Yeah.
I think a lot of teams will line up and go get that player. They would and what I'm saying is that I feel like the winning part of the career of Tanner McKee or Jared Goff always comes down to environment. Like, is your team good? Is the conference good? Is your division good? Like, there's a lot of things in play year in and year out for you to win the Super Bowl. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's so many factors to win the bowl and get there and win it. That's why I feel like if you had a Jared Goff as your quarterback, I'm taking that to the bank.
I mean, Goff and
no
Hurts,
fucking doubt.
Goff and Hurts this year have similar stats.
Yeah. I think Jalen Hurts this year, ironically enough, is having a good statistical season, but they look worse.
I don't understand it, bro. It doesn't make I don't know what to make of them. Other than I'm just going to be frustrated.
No, you just got to trust what your eyes are seeing. If they're sputtering, there's a reason for it. They're just going to continue to do this. There's nothing magical that's going to happen along this way.
No, they are what they are.
You can't get a new playbook at this point. Like what you are, you could throw a couple of new installs per week.
Nah. But they did it already.
But again, that's only a little spurt of the game. You got to play the 4 quarters. Like when we came out and we started throwing the AJ Brown, he looked like he was fucking wide open. It's like, yo, we're back. What? The rest of the game,
where'd it go?
Was non-existent.
That's what I'm talking about.
But that's what I'm saying. Like those installs are only good for a little portion of the game.
It's scripted.
And then once you figure you out, you're in trouble.
But that's why, again, like I defend Hurts on that. Because again, that's the offensive coordinator's job. Yes, it is Hurts's. He has to give input like, yo, I'm seeing cover 2. I'm seeing man. They're doing contain. They're blitzing. Yes, Hurts can say that. But by the same token, it is the offensive coordinator's job to switch it up and make adjustments. When have you ever seen that?
It's hard.
You saw it against the Rams. Okay, cool, bro. It was one game. Where the fuck is that?
I don't know.
And again, that looks fluky.
I think the Super Bowls look fluky, though.
I don't.
I do.
It's just one game. It's one game.
That's what I'm saying. It's one game. Anything can happen.
But no, but see, here's the thing.
And he happened to outperform everybody in that one game.
Yeah, but that's not who Jalen is as a quarterback. Jalen Hurts can get there. He just can't do that for 17 games a year. But if you need Jalen Hurts to come out in one game and throw you home, I think he can do it.
I know
he can do it.
But that should be the mentality every week. That shouldn't be just, we need to win this game. Let me go turn the switch on, and then here we go. Like, I disagree with that. Like, that should be a consistent thing for him. He should be. He's well into his career now, where he should be consistent now.
Yeah,
he should be out there fucking slinging that rock, making decisions, quick throws.
Well, like I said, they're
reading the defense.
Bro, how many times a game do you see slants? Now look, he missed Smitty on that one, but again, it was a miscommunication. Like again, I'm fine with that. It was a miscommunication.
It happens.
Who cares? The problem is that the Eagles' offense has been so bad. Again, it's blowing up. It's like, oh my God, this guy stinks. He has no touch. He can't do this. He can't do that. It's just like.
Well, the reason why that play looks bad is because the Eagles as a team are struggling to move the ball on offense. And when you have easy plays, you have to make them.
That's the problem.
Especially when you're struggling. So that's the reason why that play hurts. Those things happen. Yeah. I'm not even looking at that. I didn't even mention that because it's not. I'm looking at a bigger picture here. There's a bigger problem.
You had the same reaction as me, probably. It's just like when you miss that throw, it's like, God damn it, man! Like you have to make that throw.
Yeah.
Like that was my first reaction. I'm like, come on, man! Like, come on, like, dude. Again, and I don't even at the time I didn't think he was pressing. I was just like, damn, you really fucked that up, Jalen. Like, you gotta hit that because that's probably 6 because Smitty can move.
Absolutely, he was going to be right in the end zone, but there was nobody around him.
As far as it is, but again, like you just said that too, though, with Goddard and shit. Like, I don't get it, man. I don't get it. It's so frustrating. And look, at this point, I genuinely don't know who it is. Like I said, I think they're all to blame. It's just for me, when you're an offensive coordinator, like Nick Foles said, there's an art to it. You have to make adjustments. You have to start getting creative and calling different shit and throwing defense off balance. It's just like, but they're just doing the same thing.
That's the thing, though. Like the offensive coordinator is the scapegoat in this. Why is that? It's his first year calling plays. Bro,
that's a big deal.
I totally get it. But Sirianni's got a Super Bowl. Jalen Hurts has got a Super Bowl. Of course, Kevin Matullo is going to get all of the flack in here. He's going to be
he's the only thing that's not the constant.
But also, correct. But also, that's on our head coach. Our head coach has to make adjustments. He hasn't made adjustments.
That's what I'm saying with Sirianni. What's he doing?
I'm looking at, yes, it's Kevin Patullo's fault, but I'm looking at the number one target here, and that's our head coach. He's the leader of our football team, not the offensive coordinator. The offensive coordinator is the leader of the offense along with the quarterback. But the whole squad, defense, offense, special teams is Nick Sirianni. And when his offense is struggling like this week in and week out, and he's an offensive coach, what the fuck are you doing? You know what I mean? Like, there's no adjustments. Again, when Ben Johnson, his offense is struggling, I know that he's going to make week-to-week adjustments, that his team is going to make improvements along the way. Don't see that with the Eagles. I don't see any improvements on the week-to-week. And that's my problem with Sirianni at this moment. I think he's an awesome players coach. I think they go off vibes with him. But other than that,
I got big down for that.
I'm talking about X's and O's. That's why the Patriots were so fucking great for decades, because they had the constant. Their head coach was excellent on defense. When you had a good offense, they were the most balanced team in the NFL, year in, year out, consistent, no matter what. Why? Because they had the offense of pieces and they had the defense. But their head coach was a specialty in at least one of the side of the ball.
Yeah.
He happened to be the defense. And that worked for them because you had the best quarterback of all time, along with Josh McDaniels, along with other offensive coordinators that came along the way.
I mean, you can make is Josh McDaniel one of the best of all time?
Absolutely, he is. You can absolutely, like, he made Mac Jones go to the playoffs. He's going to make Drake May go to the playoffs.
He might make Drake May an MVP.
So he's awesome, dude. Yeah. So, like, that's the formula that works.
Yeah.
But when you look at Sirianni, he's not special in defense. He's not. Offense is his game, but I don't look at him as a Ben Johnson or an offensive guru. I just don't see that. I don't think he has enough to make the changes, and that's the problem for the Eagles, because the quarterback needs that. Our quarterback needs somebody that can fix him, that can make him improve, make decisions, process the field, go through the reads,
run route trees where the guys get space and separation.
Right. But I also I just feel like Jalen Hurts' growth is going to be stunted by Nick Sirianni. I do. And that's how I look at it now.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it now because he's not making adjustments. He's not helping his quarterback. Ben Johnson is in Caleb Williams' ear 24 fucking 7.
On his ass.
And I'm sure Sirianni's always talking to Jalen Hurts, but I'm talking about the X's and O's.
The game.
What do you say? Hey, we're gonna change this. We're gonna do. I don't see that.
Yeah.
I think he's like a best friend. You know what I mean? As a coach, and that's okay. You do need that.
Yeah.
But you got to be special, at least on one side of the ball.
Something.
You have to, because that's the total balance. Because you got to get every coordinator correct: defensive, special teams, and offensive. If your head coach is incompetent in any side of the ball.
And I mean, where's the passing game coordinator? What the fuck's he doing?
Correct.
Where's the running game?
Exactly.
Garbage. Niners smoked the Browns 26-8.
Talk about it. Perfect timing. Perfect timing.
It's perfect timing for me to buy your bitch ass a fucking Inside Out.
That was easy work, bro. I can't believe you took the fucking Browns to beat the Niners. See, that's arrogance.
No.
I have to teach you this. This arrogance has to stop, bro. This arrogance.
They didn't lose because of Shador. Shador played well.
Bro, they scored 8 points.
He's played well.
They scored 8 points.
He played better. He played better than any rookie quarterback did this year.
Bro, they had one scoring drive.
Yeah. You know why?
4 quarters.
Because when it's 4th and 1, you're running a fucking tush push with your first round rookie tight end.
Okay, what's wrong with that?
Did you see the throw to?
That's actually been successful this year. Like a lot of teams do it.
Retarded. Did you see the throw to Fannin Jr. for the touchdown?
That's one throw out of the whole game.
Nick, he's had 1 week with them.
I get that, but you're pinpointing one throw out of the entire game.
Do you know the name Max Brosmer?
Yeah, he's on the Vikings.
Yeah, he was the Vikings quarterback. 4th round pick.
Okay.
Oh no, he went undrafted. Excuse me. He got no reps.
Okay.
He threw 4 interceptions and no touchdowns.
And he was undrafted.
Shador's a 5th round pick. Same fucking shit.
Okay.
Same shit. Shador played okay. He didn't play an F game. He wasn't horrible at all. He made a few nice throws.
I'm expecting Shador to look like Brock Purdy when Brock Purdy stepped into the league.
How come you don't expect that from Cam Ward?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean? Why don't you expect that from Cam? I don't hear you. You never came in here 1 week and talked about how garbage Cam Ward's look. Jackson Dart had 2 good games and the world loves him.
Because you want me to be honest with you? I'm not paying attention to Cam Ward. I could give a fuck about the Titans. You want to know why? Because they're ass.
Yes, but they got
the reason why we talk about Shedeur is because his name has been in the media. This is the reason why that nobody wanted him in the first place, because of shit like this. And it's true, though. There's no way that a guy is just going to fall into the draft and if he's that talented. It's just not happening, bro. It's just not.
He is, though.
Could be, but
he is that talented.
And we're going to find out. But for the first 2 games, I'm okay with him. He's okay. Like, I just don't think he's all that. I don't think he's going to be all that, but it's fine.
I'm going to try not to start this argument. You had Dylan Gabriel out there throwing the ball 40 fucking times for 6 games.
Okay.
You bring Shedeur in, and he's throwing the ball 20 times. You have nothing to lose, dog. Your team sucks. Let him throw the ball. Let him throw the ball, dude.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that.
But
they have an awesome running back.
I get
He's fucking awesome. You got to feed him.
They wasn't doing that with Gabriel.
Yes, they were.
He was throwing the ball 40 times.
Because they were down every fucking game.
That was 26-8.
I know.
You just said that, bro. Is that not down? You were just laughing at that.
I know, but if you look at the games the Browns were in, they were getting smoked. They had no choice but to get rid of the run game and throw the ball. They had no choice.
So Shedeur's keeping it closer than Dylan Gabriel.
I mean, look, the first half was 10-8.
Shedeur was in there.
They were in there, but also the second half they got smoked.
They kind of got caught.
But that's why Shedeur is what he is. Like, he's not consistent enough to consistently put drives together to stay in the games. He had 1 drive out of the entire game. That's a problem.
Well, he could have got that 4th down conversion, but again, you put your fucking tight end in.
What do you think he would have done?
Should have did a boot.
A boot.
A boot.
Oh, Jesus, bro. You're really out here, man.
I'm out here. I told you, my new name is Michael Polideur. Polideur. That's my new name moving forward. I will not spell my name that way anymore.
Well, the Browns did go for it early on in the game. They were down 7-0. They were on the San Francisco's 21-yard line or 20-yard line. Kick the field goal. You'd be down 7-3.
Bro, this is what I'm talking about.
You'd be down 7-3.
I actually think, did they run the Wildcat? I'm almost positive they ran the fucking Wildcat.
I think it was the Wildcat. Because Quinshon Junkins went to the
yes, it was,
to
bro.
the right for -1.
You see what I'm saying? He loves to, all of a sudden, we got Kevin still Wildcat.
Well, think about it. So if you look at that, but that was a big point in the game, because if they kick a field goal, they're up 11-10 at the half.
Oh, yes.
They're up at the half. It's a different mentality.
Yes.
Now you're looking at San Fran's like, fuck, we can't lose this game.
They don't want to do that.
The sense of urgency kind of kicks up, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And
this is what I'm talking about, bro. It's just shit like this where I'm just like scratching my head. I'm like, bro, what are you doing?
But that's part of the new era. I'm not looking at that situation and saying, that's they're trying to sabotage Shedeur. I disagree.
That's not a Shedeur issue on that. That is perfectly. That's new perfectly era. Put. That is new era stupid football.
Stupid football, because they had a good drive. They had 10 plays, 49 yards. They chewed up 5 minutes off the clock. Take the 3.
And it helps Shedeur's confidence, because it's like, all right, we got some points on the board. Let's go here. That helps, dude. When you stall out on a drive, it sucks.
Take the 3. And guess what? The Niners on the next drive punted.
Yeah.
So if you took the 3, you played defense like you had been all season and all game, you would have been 7-3 with the ball back. You're down by fucking 4. Why would you take the chance of being down 7 over 4? It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah.
And then you score a touchdown later in the quarter, in the second quarter, and you would have been up in the game.
I know.
At worst, even if, because I don't think they go for 2 in that scenario. No. Maybe not. They probably just take the 10. You know what I mean? Like, go up 3, get a touchdown, and then just kick the extra point. At worst, you're tired. You're tied at the half. You'll take that if you're the Browns, because you're looking at your 5th round draft pick and quarterback. You got an awesome defense. Anything can happen. He just needs to make the plays. But you'll see more from him, because now the game is crucial. Now you'll see Shedeur, what he could do with the lead. Yeah. What he could do when the game is tied. Situational football. That would be great for him.
Whatchamacallit.
But that's terrible. I just
give him some goosebumps. Give him some thrill.
Again, bro, leaving the field on that down without points, that's a momentum changing.
Especially when you're playing a good team.
Yeah. And I thought the Browns played excellent in the first half. The second half, I can't say the same.
Yeah.
You know, the Browns fumbled. That killed them.
The fumble
fucked them.
I know. You know what's actually in Shedeur? He hasn't been getting sacked a lot.
No.
He really had and this is, I'm not even trolling. I'm being dead serious. Like, he's actually the one thing that a lot of people were worried about. Look, it's only been 2 games. But I mean, he should probably start the rest of the year. I mean, if they go back to Dylan Gabriel, if he has a bad game, like, I don't even know what to say.
No, I don't think so. I think Shedeur is going to play the rest of the season.
You have to. You have to at this point. He's playing. You got to see if he's something.
Well, you already have a lot of games on tape with Dylan Gabriel.
And you know he's
now you got to put the games on tape for Sanders. You have to give him more chances in 2 games. It's not fair for him.
Yeah.
Let him play the rest of the season. You're fucking 3-9. You're basically out of the playoffs mathematically. I don't think they're mathematically eliminated.
Oh, they're eliminated
at 3-9. Well, I'm just officially.
Oh yeah.
But like, I'm just saying that, like, at this point, you're 3-9. Just play the rookie and see what he's got in the offseason. You evaluate. Cleveland next year has 2 first-round picks.
Yep.
If they look at Shedeur and say he ain't the answer, go get your quarterback.
They might have 2 top 5. Oh no, they won't, because of the
go get your quarterback. Whether I agree with that or not, because I'm looking at that again, they're going to keep doing the same fucking carousel for
how pathetic are they, bro? How pathetic is this?
I don't think they do that, though. I think the Browns use those 2 picks, and I think they bolster up their entire roster.
They should.
I do. I think that's the way to do it.
Roll with Door.
Roll at one of them.
Yeah.
Or go get a cheap quarterback. Go get a cast-off quarterback.
Deshaun Watson is practicing this week.
But go get a cast-off. Look at Darnold. Look at a Mayfield.
Darnold's not going nowhere.
I'm just saying, those kind of players. Mac Jones. Maybe a Daniel Jones goes there. I don't fucking know. Like Mac Jones or something. You know what I mean? They can.
Carson Wentz.
They have an awesome defense.
Carson Wentz is the perfect Brown.
Yeah, but he's never going back in the league. He's done.
Oh, you think he's done?
I think he's done. Coming off an injury.
He looked bad.
He looked bad too.
He went out sad.
He might be a backup.
That's what I'm saying.
A veteran presence.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's starting.
No, his days are done.
Unless it's injury, but strictly by injury, by luck.
Yeah.
That's the only way he sees the field again.
Rams lose to the Panthers 31-28 as 10.5-point favorites. Matthew Stafford threw 2 interceptions. We talked about it. I wasn't really shocked by it. Were you shocked by it? I didn't get your answer on that. I wasn't.
I was shocked by them. Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. We talked about it being a bad loss. Not really to say there. Do you think that it affected Matt Stafford in the MVP race?
It should.
It should, absolutely.
Absolutely, it should.
Look Drake at May you.
Won. Well, Drake May won, and he's playing awesome. His stats are awesome. I know Stafford's got 9 more touchdowns or something like that, passing, which is fucking crazy.
I got a weird thing. You just mentioned Drake May. I'm glad you said that. Do you know Drake May hasn't thrown for 300 yards this year?
Yep.
I found that to be a weird ass stat.
It is weird.
Like, he's at like 294.
Yeah.
Or something like that. 296, I think, maybe even. But I find it really weird that he hasn't thrown for 300 yards. I think that's a weird stat.
Yeah, but I don't know. But he doesn't throw it like 40 times a game. He throws it enough where it's efficient. They're efficient on offense.
Yeah, but the reason that I found it weird was because, like, I feel like Drake May's MO, and even my opinion on him and your opinion on him, is like, the dude throws the ball.
Yeah.
Like, he throws the ball downfield
all the time.
Like that throw he put on Kyle Williams. Oh my God, bro.
Yeah, he's
tough, my God. Cowherd said it though. Every like 4 or 5 years, you get a generational player. It really might be Drake May.
It might be, but we also seen this with Jaden Daniels. We've seen this.
Nah, Jaden Daniels was a rookie. Jaden Daniels had an injury history at LSU and shit. Like, there was like, I don't think rookie year Jaden is ever going to take the league like that again.
I don't think so.
That roster sucks.
Mm-hmm.
The Commanders stink, dog. They're 400 years old. They stink.
I think he's a good player, though.
No. I'm not taking no shade like that. Jaden Daniels is very good.
Yeah.
But he also had a magic carpet ride.
Sure.
They were playing bad teams. They won on Hail Marys. They got hot at the right time. But that roster is old as shit.
Agreed.
It is. And but for me with Drake May, it's year 2. And they got their average age on there is like 34.
I know.
That's insane for a football roster.
It's too old.
But You're too old. But with Drake May, it's year 2, and you always see with the quarterbacks the year 2 jump. And even Jalen Hurts, his second year as a starter, he went to the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Dak Prescott popped his rookie year. His second year, he followed it up good as hell too. You know what I'm saying? Like just looking down like that. Like you could kind of like Caleb Williams, very similar to his rookie year, but he's winning games. He's winning now when he's making mistakes, and that's okay.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? Like that's the shit you're looking. That's the shit you're looking for.
You learn.
Yeah. But I think it docks Matt Stafford too. It has to.
100%.
Has to. When you are nitpicking when you're doing shit like this.
They nitpick with every fucking award. You have to nitpick everything.
Every single year. Texans beat the Colts 20-16. Colts are sputtering. Texans on the rise. Like the real. Texans only 1 game back in the division. Winners of 4 straight. Defense is serious.
Yeah, their defense is awesome.
I said it. I knew they were serious when they beat the shit out of Josh Allen 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm. I still think
the championship level defense.
Who do you think will ultimately take the division though?
Jags.
I know. I'm starting to lean them too.
I think they're the best overall team, and I think they have the best head coach. I think Liam Cohen's the man.
Yeah, I like him too.
Look,
I don't know, man. Like this
hold on,
division.
Ask me that question again. Who do you think's going to win the division? I messed up.
Who do you think's going to win the division?
Duval. I forgot to say it because I haven't had to say it in a minute. But yeah, I do think it's the Jags, bro. Yeah. And that's not even like me trying to be a prick because I picked them in the beginning. I just genuinely think the Jags they're like a sneaky 8-4.
Yeah, but I think the Colts, man, it's so weird. Dude. They started off so fucking hot. It's like, man, like they were like 7-1.
JT isn't rushing the way he was.
They're 1-3 in the last fucking.
Dude, Daniel Jones has got a broken leg.
I know. But I think you're right. I think the Jags are the squad. If I had a bet, I probably would take the Jags. You know, because the Colts away. I mean, on the road, the Colts are just not the same team. They're 2-3. They still got three road games left. So that's not good for them because they struggle on the road. They're 6-1 at home, which is good. I think they get 2 games at home, 1 game at home left remaining. So that's look. If the Colts get the 10 wins, I think they get in. Because they have a lot of tiebreakers. The Colts, they were because
they got off to such a good start.
They got off such a good start, and I think they beat some pretty important teams along the way. Right? Like, let's go through it. They played. Let's see. The Dolphins. They own the tiebreaker with the Dolphins.
Well, they stink. But.
Well, I know. I'm just saying if it came down to it,
if they lose the division, Nick, and they beat the
Broncos.
That doesn't matter now, but. They have the Chiefs, which is very important.
The Chargers they beat. That's important.
They lost the Chiefs. I'm sorry.
That's an important game. They beat the Chargers. They lost to the Steelers. That was a bad loss.
Bad loss.
That was a really bad loss for them because they're better than them.
Yep.
And I know they are. You know what I mean?
No, they are. They are. Yeah, absolutely.
They're a better football team than that. But that's when they started struggling.
Yeah.
Right? Like that was the slide. They lost to the Steelers. They beat the Falcons. They lost to the Chiefs. They lost to the Texans. Now they play the Jaguars. It's a fucking monster game they play this week.
I know. It's going to be a great game, man. I want all these games to be on fucking prime time.
Like, why is it 1 o'clock?
I don't remember the NFL. I can't remember the last time where it was just like, wow. Like,
never mind, yo. The Colts are done. The Colts are not making the playoffs. There's just no shot in hell. They play the Jags, Seahawks, Niners, Jags, Texans. They're done.
They might be 0-5.
They might be 0-5. They might finish out.
They traded 2 picks for Sauce.
Well, he got hurt too.
No, I know. By the way, I meant to say that I feel bad for Sauce. That really does suck because he can't rush it back because it's his calf and the whole Achilles thing.
2 first-round picks.
It's like, bro, that's what I said it that night, dog. Like that was so organizationally irresponsible. You do not do that with Daniel Jones, man.
I like that because they believe in him.
I guess like I get the aggressive nature.
Yeah,
I get that you're going for it, but bro, that is just you can't trust Daniel Jones like that.
Yeah,
he didn't give you enough.
I don't think they got enough from the 2 first-round picks. Like, yeah, Sauce Gardner's good, but he needs to be like impactful.
The Jets robbed them, bro. What?
Yeah, I agree. The Jets.
I thought you were defending that.
No,
the Jets robbed them.
The Jets won that trade.
It's not even close, bro. Yeah. Sauce Gardner is not like
the only way
he's not like a Derek Stingley.
But here's the thing: the only way the Colts win that trade is if he is Stephon Gilmore to the Patriots
back in 2013.
Back in 20, I think it was 2019 or 2018 where he won the MVP.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Where he won the Defensive Player of the Year. That is the only way.
Was it the Super Bowl year for the Patriots against the Rams?
Yeah,
17 season.
He was Defensive Player of the Year. They won the Super Bowl, and he was awesome. That is the player. If you want 2 first-round picks for that motherfucker, you got me, bro. Because he was a game changer.
Yep.
He shut down the entire side of the field.
That is a great comp, dude. That's
you know what I mean? Like,
that's a great comp.
If you get a guy like that,
yes,
I'm cool with it.
He better lock the whole fucking side of the field
Gardner,
down.
I don't look at him as that kind of guy. I've seen him get cooked. I don't see Patrick Surtain getting cooked like that.
Never.
I've never seen Stephon Gilmore getting cooked like that.
You don't see Stingley getting cooked like that.
That's what I'm saying.
You don't see Quinyon Mitchell getting cooked like that.
If you were getting that caliber of a player, like a Darrelle Revis, where you're shutting the fuck down on anybody, right? And you're playing against their best wide receiver week in and week out, no matter what, you're traveling, that's worth 2 first-round picks.
Bro, you think about Revis. It's like the Randy Moss catch, the one hand where he Mossy! Bro, but like I'm saying, other than that, you don't have clips of Darrelle Revis getting his ass ate anywhere.
Nah, you got a lot more clips of him eating their ass.
Yeah, he locked the whole side of the field down, like Deion Sanders. They locked the whole side of the field down.
Yeah.
Richard Sherman. Sherman was like that back in the day, bro.
Sherman was great. Yep.
So Quinyon Mitchell, you could argue he is better than Sauce. Quinyon Mitchell's better than Sauce.
Oh, absolutely. That's what I'm saying. But that's the impact that
that's what I'm saying. It was a bad move.
They should have gotten.
Yeah, bad move. Bad move. You ready to go to week 14?
Yeah, let's go it.
Yeah.
Chris Pittman, Eagles being top 6 is insane. I don't know what's so insane about it. Or 8-4. Yeah, we
don't have to talk about
the sky's not falling. I just don't. We
lost 2 games in a row, and everybody's acting like we're fucking 1-6. Like, come on, bro. The Bills demolished the Steelers 26-7. Do we have to talk about this? I appreciate you tuning in, though, Chris Patterson. Thank you. Good luck.
Honestly, man, I'm beating a dead horse by talking like this, but like I told you about the Steelers, I told you about Rodgers, too old. He's not consistent enough. He's done. Aaron Rodgers after this year, he's walking away.
The defense let him down.
There's no way in hell Aaron Rodgers comes back next year. If I'm any franchise, I sure as hell don't want him as my quarterback.
He hasn't been that awful. He hasn't been awful.
I don't think he's been awful, but I don't think he's a starter at this point. I just don't. I think it's over.
I guarantee you.
It's over.
I will say this: if you put Aaron Rodgers on the Vikings,
I would see no drastic improvement.
Are you fucking crazy?
I'm dead fucking serious. I think they would win a little bit more games.
That's what I'm saying.
But Super Bowl contenders, absolutely not.
I'm not saying that.
Absolutely,
I'm not saying that. But they would be infinitely better.
They wouldn't be Sam Darnold Vikings. No
Probably
way.
Not. No. And I'm cool with that.
Yeah,
but I guarantee you, the Vikings with Aaron Rodgers could get to 10-7 and be in that wild card race.
I don't know.
Bro,
I don't know, bro. The NFC is tough too.
No, I know that. But I'm saying they would be in like the Steelers, their defense really let them down this year. You're fucking waving Slay. Shout out to Buffalo for picking him up.
Yeah,
well,
great.
not shout out to Buffalo. I'm mad at Buffalo because I wanted them back. And I know him and Mrs. Slay wanted
them back. Hey, Slay, go get that ring, man. Go get that ring. Go get that ring in Buffalo.
Don't get that ring.
Go get that ring in Buffalo, bro. I'm telling you,
dude.
man. Now he's playing with a quarterback in JA-17. He's going to be hype as hell, dog.
You know what's crazy?
He's going to be hype. If Slade comes back here, I want to ask him about the Josh Allen experience. That would be a lot of my questions.
You know what's crazy too? I want to ask him too, like, what's it like playing with Josh Allen in February?
That's
and he's gonna be real quiet for me.
I won't do that.
He's gonna be real quiet for me if you got to talk about him in February. But then I'll ask him, like, yo, what was it like playing with Jalen in February? And be like, shit, man, we've been there twice, man. You know what I'm saying? But nah, dude, the Steelers are embarrassing, man. They threw so much dirt on my name. I lost another fucking cheesesteak to you, man.
Bro,
I'm gonna make you gain 400 pounds.
I know. I gotta lose weight too.
Yeah,
That's
you about to look like middle school Tom. You about to look like white court Tom.
No bullshit though. But this is what I saw in the Steelers. This game was not shocking to me. When you said the Steelers would beat the Bills, this is exactly what I pictured. It's exactly a beatdown, an absolute beatdown. It's over for Rodgers.
Well, bro, it went into halftime, and I'm like, yo.
Yeah, be real. Is this Rodgers last year?
Oh yeah, definitely.
It has to be.
That whole team is garbage. You want to know? DK, yo.
Now they're garbage.
Hold on.
Come on, guys.
Who?
The Steelers. Now their whole team is garbage.
That team is garbage,
bro.
Dog.
You love them coming into the season
because I thought that
even during the season, you said, "Oh, they're really good on offense. They got Aaron Rodgers. They got number 8, the great 8. Yep, the great 8 is that's the title.
Come on, man, stop doing this. But listen to me. They started out 4-2. I think they already had that bad loss to the Bengals, and I said that was season turning. But their offense has been their defense and their offense has been guarded. Bro, Kenny Gainwell, the backup running back, has as many catches this year as DK Metcalf. DK Metcalf is dog shit.
Yeah, I told you when they went.
And you got rid of George Pickens for him?
That's what I said when I came in the season. I said DK Metcalf is not one of them guys.
He's like one of the most overrated wide receivers, man, just because he's husky.
I don't think he's overrated. I think he's good. I don't think he could do it all.
No, he can't run the route tree.
Like he would be a perfect wide receiver too.
He would be perfect in Buffalo.
He was perfect on Seattle because they had Tyler Lockett going fucking deep and taking the defense over the top. They were awesome. They had a duo, but I don't know. DK Metcalf, to me, I don't think he's a wide receiver one that could take you home consistently week in and week out. I don't look at him as a Pickens. I don't look at him as a CD. I don't look at him as a Jackson Smith-Njigba. I don't look at him as a Drake London. I don't look at him as a Mike Evans. I don't look at him as any of those guys. I look at him as a low-tier wide receiver. Last time you look
to your right, they were standing beside you.
Exactly. I look at him as one of the guys that are pretty good, has size, has capability, but that's it. I do. But also, I don't believe Aaron Rodgers has made the impact on the Steelers like that. I don't. But he wasn't brought in
to be impactful, similar to the Jets. It was about having a starch defense, playing excellent defense, and him doing just enough to keep the offense afloat. He's not doing that because the offense stinks and the defense stinks.
But he also hasn't contributed to being great on offense either, though.
No.
We got to be fair on that.
I'm not defending him. Yeah, he fell off the cliff. He looks
old as fuck.
He fell off the cliff.
He looks like what Max Kellerman said that Tom Brady was going to be. That's exactly what Aaron Rodgers looks like.
Yeah.
He lost all his. He has nothing left.
You don't have no aura.
The arm is there. That ain't going to go nowhere.
He can still throw the ball.
But you got to be mobile as fuck in that pocket. And you got to be able to move, bro. If you can't move in the pocket and your offensive line isn't that good to begin with, you're cooked. You have no chance.
Yeah.
And that's what's going on with the Steelers. And this is what I predicted. I knew they were going to be like this. They're not getting 9 wins. They're not.
Yeah, no, I owe you more food. I don't want to talk about it no more, bro. This is fucking, I'm hurt.
They're not.
Tomorrow night, Cowboys at Lions. Lions -3. Huge game for both teams with playoff implications on the line. How do you see this playing out? Because I know everybody loves some Dallas, man. They love that Dak shit. They love that Amari shit. I mean, they love that CD shit. They love that Jake shit. They love that Pickens shit. They love that J-Dub shit. They love Tyler Booker shit. They love Q-Dub.
You want me to be honest on this game?
Yeah.
I think the Cowboys win this game.
I think the Cowboys blow them the fuck out.
I don't disagree.
Because I don't think the Lions can score with them, especially if Amon-Ra is not playing.
The only way...
Hold on, I'm sorry.
Well, I didn't mean to cut you. No, you're good. Go ahead. You got it.
The only thing I will say,
he's questionable, right?
Who? Amon-Ra?
Yeah.
Yeah. I would be under the assumption he's playing because of the magnitude of the game where they are. I think he would push it. However, the other thing is when you got Mr. Jared Goff, certified top 10, maybe top 5, you got to win this game. You got to pull your motherfuckers out the mud like you're training Marines. You cannot lose this game, Mr. Jared Goff. You cannot lose this game. I hold you to the same standard I hold other quarterbacks to, good quarterbacks that I think are good quarterbacks. You cannot lose this game. If you come out and your offense is stalled and it looks like shit, let's see what they say.
Jared Goff has been good this year. Like, I don't think he's been awful at all. Like, I think it's been overrated of how he's been bad. I disagree with that. I think that as an offense as a whole, they sputtered. But I think Jared Goff individually, he's played fucking excellent this year.
Well. He has played well.
He's played awesome. 25 touchdowns and 5 picks, 70% completion percentage is nothing to smirk at.
How many touchdown passes Jalen got? 19.
I actually don't even know that.
He's 19-2.
So he's got 19-2. 2,500 yards, 66%.
Wait, what was his over under? 23.5?
I said 23.5. Yeah, it was 23.5. Jalen's. That's gonna be close, bro. That's gonna be close.
How many games are left? 4 or 5?
So wait, the Eagles are what? 8-4. We have 5 games left.
5 games left.
That's a touchdown a game.
Yeah, he'll be. If he don't throw, don't throw 24 fucking touchdowns, that's less than a touchdown per game, dude.
I think Jalen's going to end up with like 27,
26. I was going to say
26. Yeah, I can see that.
Although if he did Nick Foles 27-2, Nick Foles did that.
He did
with Chip.
He did, but I don't know. Jared Goff is awesome. But yeah, I agree with you. Like, I think this is a game where he should bring him home. But like, look at the opposite side of the ball, right? Dak's got a fully loaded deck. Jared Goff doesn't.
And their defensive backs can be had.
Jared Goff don't have his missiles. He doesn't have the Amon-Ra healthy.
He's got Waymo.
He doesn't have Laporta. I know, but Waymo's
he's a regular.
He's a regular. He's not a CD. And they got 2 1s in fucking Dallas, bro. Now, they're built just like the Rams. They're built just like the Rams and the Bengals.
They're the best wide receiver duo I've ever seen.
I don't know about
maybe
that.
Puka and Devontae, or I don't know. Burr. And let me take that back. They're one of the best duos I've ever seen.
They're better than Bengals duo. Yeah. I think so.
They're better than the Bengals
because Pickens and T. Higgins. I think that's the tip of the scale there for me.
I mean, not for nothing, but you can't say a wide receiver this year is head and shoulders better than Pickens.
Jackson Smith and Njigba, maybe.
But they're in the same class, though.
Yeah.
But if you want to say, we talked about that. If you want to say if JSN was in Dallas and he was having his season in Dallas, oh my God.
Well, see, I think if you put Pickens in Seattle, I think it's the same thing as happening.
No, I'm saying by market. Like marketability. Nobody gives a fuck about Seattle Seahawks. I'm saying put him on the Cowboys.
Oh, well, yeah.
Could you imagine, dude?
Go crazy. Yeah.
Oh my God. But I think JSN's been the best wide receiver in football.
No doubt. I think Devontae Adams has been slept on in terms of that too. Puka has been
Devontae has one of the most odd, is having one of the weirdest seasons.
If you ask me to take any wide receiver in the league, I will tell you right now, I would take Puka Nacua, and I wouldn't hesitate.
Me neither. He's the best receiver.
He's the best receiver in football.
That's not even a question. He's the best receiver.
Like he might not have the best season right now.
I don't give a fuck. But all you have to do is put the ball somewhere near. Speaking of Puka, did you see the catch like that?
It's fucking stupid.
Come on, bro.
It's unguardable. You can't guard that.
Bro, his hands are crazy. Pause.
And he's what? This is his third year?
Yeah, bro. He's different.
Unreal. Different. Like that dude is special.
All right, straight shit bowl. Titans at the Browns. Browns -3.5. Ward, Door. Who you got?
Who you got? Ward or Door? Wow, you got Ward?
Of course.
You got Ward winning?
Are you crazy?
Hold on.
You had me slipping for a minute. No. Cleveland's going to blow them the fuck out, but it's not. It has nothing to do with anything other than the defense.
Agreed.
Bro, that Titans team is legitimately one of the worst teams I've ever seen in my fucking life. They are so bad at every single phase of the ball. They can't run the ball. They can't pass the ball. They can't defend the ball. They can't block the ball. If it's anything involving ball, they can't do it.
They've played better, though.
Oh, no.
They've played better over the last couple of weeks.
Bro,
they've been in some games.
They are garbage, dude.
They've been in some games, though, Mike.
They're a pathetic bunch.
They were in the game with Seattle. They were in the game with Texans. They were in the game with the Chargers. And then they got blown out the rest of the way. But other than that, they had been playing a little bit better.
Cam Ward has been horrible this year, bro. Horrible.
I don't know where they go from there, though.
Good luck. Hold on. I want to look up Cam Ward's stats real fast.
Eye test tells me
hell no. Hell no. 59.7 completion percentage. The reason I'm not saying 60 is because 59.7 sounds worse. 2,300 passing yards, 7 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions with a 75 quarterback rating. He took Warren Moon's number and has the best wide receiver group in the NFL. 7 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. It's even worse than I thought. Did you know it was that bad, bro? 7 touchdowns in 13 games?
They played 12. 12
games? Bro.
Well, I mean, like, in fairness to him, the team is garbage, bro. They got nobody.
They've been playing better as of late. They were in there with the Browns. They were in there with the Texans. They were in there with the Seahawks.
Yeah. Yeah, they have been playing better as of late. I don't disagree with that.
Hold on, bro.
Look at his games against Houston and Seattle. I think they were pretty.
Bro, they weren't bad. If Shador starts the rest of the year, he's gonna have more touchdown passes.
I disagree with that. He could.
Bro, he's got 2 already. He needs 5 more to tie him. Oh shit! He said I want to do 6, 7.
So what do you think about him? So you think he's a bust?
He stinks, dude.
Or do you think it's just the team stinks?
I think Cam Ward.
I think it's a combination of both, though.
I don't think Cam Ward is a franchise quarterback.
I don't think the Titans have also provided a home or environment for him to succeed.
What do you mean? They got Cal. They got Dyke.
They don't have.
They got Adebayo. They got Paul.
Bro, they are not that good. They're not very talented.
They got Tajay.
They're really not talented.
The Tennessee Markins.
I think Tony Pollard has like one of the worst yards per carry this year.
2-yard Tony.
Yeah, I told you. Again, I think it's a combination.
Shador has a coming out party against this shit ass defense.
I don't think it's a coming out party. I think it's going to be a defensive game where I think the Browns defense is going to absolutely cause a lot of turnovers. Now the key is, what can the Browns do with the turnovers? Can they convert the turnovers to points? Are they going to go for it on fourth down and miss opportunities on field goals? I don't know, but I got the Browns here to win this. I think it's pretty easily. I think the Browns -3.5 is a layup because I think, again, the defensive side of the ball for them is a mismatch all day long. And that to me alone is worth 7 points.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take the Browns here -3.5.
Well, you know that defense is scoring. The Browns defense.
Yeah, probably. But I got Shador getting his second NFL win. I think Cam Ward is
2-1 on the way.
And to be honest with you, I think this is a big game for Cam Ward. I think there's a lot of pressure because he was the number 1 overall pick.
Oh yeah.
Now you're playing against a 5th round pick
who was supposed to be in the running with you for number 1
in that realm.
Yep.
And then now he's only has what? This is going to be his 3rd game under his belt.
Yeah.
You've played 13 games, so you have more experience than him, and you were drafted higher. To me, I think all the pressure is on Cam Ward.
Yeah.
I think if Shador, if he goes out there and plays with no pressure, just go out there and sling the rock.
Be doer.
Just don't have anything to lose.
Yeah.
Just play your game. I think the Browns will win this game, and I think that's
Speaking of that, bro, Jerry Jeudy's bum ass. I can't believe I almost missed this, bro. Trying to show up Shador like that. He's a fucking bum.
I don't think he tried to show him up.
Bro, he never screamed at Dylan like that.
Because I think he expects more from Shador. I think he actually wants him to succeed. That's why he's getting on him to say, hey, yo, I'm open right here. Give me the rock. I think he wants him to succeed. I think that was a good thing for Jerry Jeudy. I don't think that was a bad thing. I think he actually genuinely wants him to succeed. If you don't see a player lashing out like that and trying to help a player, that means they don't give a fuck. So if you didn't see it with Dylan Gabriel, that means they didn't give a fuck.
Let me sleep on that. I got to sleep on that.
But with Shador, I think they do care. I think they all want him to succeed. I do. I think the whole Browns organization.
They fuck with him. No. The team.
No,
the teammates.
The players, the people in the locker room actually genuinely want him to succeed. I do. Yeah. I believe that. That's the vibe that I'm getting when I'm watching them around Shador.
They look happy. Like upbeat.
Yeah, they're. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, because they're happy for him.
Yeah. All right. Bengals at Bills. Bills -5.5. Ooh. Can they do it?
I really like the Bengals in this game. I like the Bengals. I know Buffalo's defenses played great last week, but again, they're not consistent enough. And I've seen the Bengals offense operate against the Bills defense before, and that quarterback is still there, dog.
Cooked his ass.
That quarterback is still there. I'm going to take the Bengals in an upset here. I am. I think that they need this game more than the Bills, even though the Bills do need to win.
Yeah.
But the Bengals, their back is against the curb right now, and they need help. And I think that offense can throw them home. I think their defense has been playing a little bit better, which I actually think is going to be is weird. I think they're going to be the star in this game. Okay. It's going to be stupid like that, where the Bengals defense shuts the Bills down to under 20 points. The Bengals put up 24 and they get a win in Buffalo, and I think that's how I see it.
Let's put a cheesesteak on this. I got the Bengals too, but let's put a cheesesteak on this. We pay our own ways. We just go out. We just have a dinner date. We just have a cheesesteak.
That's
date.
Cool.
We go out and get a cheesesteak.
So who do you want me to take? The Bills?
No. I'm just saying. It don't matter. We're going to go out and celebrate this one.
Okay.
Is this a 1:00 game too?
I hope not. I want to.
Sunday Night Football is the Texans and the Chiefs. It's a fucking 1:00 game.
Is it really 1:00?
Yeah. And I was going to say, maybe we could go during the game, but I can't because Allie's out all weekend.
Hold on.
Oh, well, on Sunday she's out.
It is a 1:00 game.
She's getting her hair done and shit, so I can't.
Garbage. What the fuck? Why is that a 1:00 game?
Yeah. I got the Bengals too, though. Both ways. Colts -1.5 at the Jags. Nothing to say here. No, I'm just playing. I got the Jaguars. I think the Jaguars win this game. I I think Daniel Jones, though, is under pressure, a lot of pressure, because Trevor Lawrence already got a deal. Daniel Jones is trying to play hurt to earn more time, which is tough. It's a tough break. I feel bad for him in that aspect, because he was balling, man. He was going to make himself some money. Maybe he still does, though. Maybe they do believe in him and continue to go with him. But I think there's a lot of pressure on Daniel Jones, man. You can't have an epic collapse like this. You can't be going 1-4, dude.
I know. I this point spread is very strange to me, though. I feel like the Jags being at home, they should be favorites.
Colts out of the dome.
The Colts out of a dome. They've been struggling, and they're favorites against the Jaguars, who are tied with them in the division.
Why?
That doesn't make any sense to me.
I agree with you.
And earlier we talked about who's going to win the division. I think the Jags are going to win the division, but I also don't feel like the Jags are going to win this game.
I feel like they have to win this game to win the division.
I think the Colts have to win this game because they're looking at the rest of their fucking schedule and like, bro, this is our easiest game. This and the Texans are their easiest game. And it isn't
even an easy game.
And they're not an easy game.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the Colts here just because of the points spread.
Reading the line.
And I'm reading the line here. I mean, they're neck and neck in the division. The Jaguars are home.
You're not out here in denial.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like the Jaguars are home. They're the same record, and yet they're dogs at home. That doesn't make any sense. I'm taking the Colts here.
That's a good I really like that, dude. They almost pulled a fast one on me. I'm still sticking with the Jaguars because I don't want to change my pick. But I really, really like that, dude. I'm looking at it. I'm thinking
that's a weird line.
Yeah. It is. Why are they favorite?
Do you think towards the game, towards the game time, the actual kickoff, that it's going to flip to Jags minus 1.5?
Or a pick.
Or a pick 'em? I could see
it being a pick. I could see it being a pick, Colts -0.5. But I don't know, man. That's weird. That's a weird line. The Colts have no business being favored.
No business.
Steelers at the Ravens. Ravens -5.5. I mean, I don't even know what to say about that.
I got the Ravens both ways.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with the Ravens. I'll take the Steelers to cover.
Ooh.
Because they generally play each other tight. It's an important game, but whoever the winner of this game is in the driver's seat. Like if the Steelers lose, my bet's done. Well, he missed the game. Do I get how we feel about that? We're gonna knock a game off of that. They got to get over 7.5 wins.
Who?
The Steelers.
7.5 for
we might have to lower because I missed the game with Rodgers. I forgot he didn't play that Bears game. That's a big game.
You want to do that for real?
Aaron would have won.
I said 9 games total, no matter what.
Yeah, so we got to win 8 games.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Why? They trash. They only got to win 2 more.
It should remain the same.
You know what? I like to live danger. I believe in the grade 8.
If he was out for 3 games, okay, yeah, well, void it. 1 game, bro. He's
a superstar quarterback.
Bro, we made this bet like 3 weeks ago.
He's an MVP.
Bro, we made this bet 3 weeks ago, and they had what, 5 wins?
VP.
Or 6 wins? They might have still had 6 wins.
They did, bro.
That's how trash it. I told you they garbage, bro.
Who you picking in the game, dog? I want to move on. Who you picking in the game?
I got the Ravens both ways.
Oh, you did say. I'm sorry. Bears at Packers. Packers -6.5. This is going to be an awesome game. Give me Caleb.
Wow. I don't think so.
Look, this is a perfect spot for the Bears to lose because the Bears are 7-1 over their last 8 games, and the Packers been rolling a little bit. I can see that. But I'm going with Caleb here, man. Ben Johnson talked that shit in his first press conference at Matt LaFleur, and I think he backs it the fuck up.
I disagree. I'm gonna go the opposite way. I think Green Bay wins, and I think they win big. I think this is a come down to earth game for the Bears. And Green Bay, they've been, if they can continue what they did last week,
they'll be all right.
They'll be okay. I just think this is coming down to earth game for the Bears. I think them beating the Eagles, the Super Bowl champs from last year, is a emotional win, especially on the road. I got Green Bay here both ways. I think they smoke them.
All right, Sunday Night Football, Texans at the Chiefs. Chiefs -3.5.
I'm going to take the Chiefs. I'm going to take the Chiefs until I know otherwise that they're dead. I am never counting them out. I am going to take the Chiefs both ways. To me in this game, I am really struggling to picture the Texans to move the ball effectively against this Chiefs defense. I don't feel the same for the Chiefs offense against the Texans defense. Like, I feel like the Chiefs will have, I think the Chiefs will put up more points in terms of, like, I think the matchups is a great matchup. The Texans defense versus the Chiefs offense. But I think the mismatch here is the Chiefs defense versus the Texans offense. Like, I don't think the Texans offense has been all that. And I think the Chiefs defense is an underrated unit. And I think that's going to be the name of the game. I got the Chiefs here to cover. I got the Chiefs here to win. And I think they stay alive here. And, I think the Texans come back down to earth.
I think it's a lock. I think it's a lock that the Chiefs win and cover. I think the Texans stall out here after winning 4 straight games. I just always will trust the Chiefs when their back's against the wall, and their back wasn't against the wall against the Cowboys, but it was against the Colts, and they figured it out. Monday Night Football, Eagles -2.5 at the Chargers.
Big game.
Big game for both teams.
Big game. I got the Chargers here to win. I think it's a big game for the Chargers to stay alive in their respective conference. Eagles going across the country. And I know it's Monday night, but I just feel like, to me, the Eagles are struggling to the point where I'm very nervous about their defense stopping the run. Because the Chargers they're going to run the ball.
Yeah,
they're going to run the football. I think Amari and Hampton's going to be playing this game.
Yeah,
the Vidal kid has been playing fucking awesome. But in order for the Eagles to win this game, they have to run the ball effectively. And to me, they have to get after Justin Herbert because he is prone to making mistakes. We could definitely get to him and cause a turnover or two. And also put the ball in the end zone on defense, because I've seen Justin Herbert week in and week out have at least 1 or 2 throws where they could have went to the crib.
Yeah.
And I think that we have to capitalize off that. That's how the Eagles are going to win this game. I don't see it. I think the Chargers right now, being at home, it's a bad spot for the Eagles. It's out of the conference for the Eagles too. I like Chargers here. I'm going to take the Chargers in this game.
I'm taking the Eagles because I don't think they can lose this game.
Okay.
That's the only thing I have. I don't think the Eagles can afford to lose this game.
You're talking about just mentally?
I'm talking about mentally. No, mentally, locker room. I just don't. I don't think they can lose the game. I don't know what the fuck they got to do, what they're going to do. They can't lose this game. And that's all I got to say. Dolphins -3 at the Jets. I got the Dolphins both ways. Dolphins been playing good lately.
Dolphins both ways?
Yeah.
I got Dolphins both ways. I'm with you on that one.
Commanders at the Vikings. Vikings -1.5. I got the Vikings here, bro. They got fucking embarrassed last week, dog. They got embarrassed.
I got the Commanders here. I think their offense is playing a little bit better.
Oh, wait. Is Jaden Daniels playing?
Jaden Daniels might be playing.
I'm taking the Commanders. The Vikings stink.
I think either way, even Mariota. I think Mariota's been playing all right. He's been playing all right football for them. I'm going to take the Commanders comfortably here.
Yeah. All right. Seahawks -7.5 at the Vikings. Another fucking West Coast team coming across the country at 1:00. I hate that, but the Falcons stink.
They do stink.
Seahawks both ways. No,
I got Seahawks, but give me Falcons.
Falcons cover with the hook.
Yep.
Saints at Buccaneers. Buccaneers -8.5. The Saints are so bad.
The Saints are so bad. I got the Bucs both ways here. I think they take care of business.
Broncos -7.5 at the Raiders. Fresh off of they'll have a new offensive coordinator. Yo, give me the Raiders with the points. Broncos don't blow nobody out.
Yeah, I agree with that. I'm with that too. But I think the Broncos will win.
Yeah, me too.
I won't be surprised if there's an upset, because I think at some point the Broncos are going to lose one of those close games. It's the law of averages, bro.
Yes, it just happened.
They've been winning a lot of those games. And I think that this could be an opportunity for the Raiders, but I just don't trust the Raiders in close games to actually pull the trigger. Give me the Broncos with Raiders.
Last one, Rams -8.5 at the Cardinals.
I got the Rams.
I got a bloodbath here.
I got the Rams both ways.
Yeah, me too.
I don't think the Cardinals can compete with Brissett versus that Rams defense. That's going to be a long day.
Agreed.
Long day.
Both ways. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be back next Monday, I believe.
Is it Monday?
Like that. Yeah, because Tuesday and Wednesday, I actually have the Flyers game on Tuesday.
I'm caps lock different. It's facts, not fiction. Said I black out for real, then the track gone missing. If it's cap, I'm dipping. We ain't talking about a move, then it's flatline finished. When I spaz, I'm grinning. Put a peel off in the Sadies and I pass by spinning. It's perks with this life, but I don't have my skinach. Took a quick trip and now I'm back home winning. And I see they eyes pop like I snack on spinach. Pull up to the spot, she tryna grab my digits. I'm already 8 shots, a Henny past my limit. Here you go. Hazards with a dash full of tickets. I'ma act like I don't see them. I got bad eye vision. Y'all can't pass my scrimmage.